All right, here we go. December update 1.7.0. The full patch notes are here, so we're going to react to them, see what's new. This update's out now. This is indeed the Cold Snap update. Raiders, frigid winds carve through the valleys of Bluegate. Blizzards sweep across the abandoned spaceport while the Red Lakes freeze and crack. Raiders topside battle on as they shiver and stumble and swear. What's new? Cold map condition. Flickering Flames event. New free Raider deck, Goalie, which is coming on December 26th, so in 10 days. New quests and items. We've also got the Expedition departure window opening. It will close next week. We still have a week to make 5 million if you want to get those extra skill points. Let's have a look at the full patch. Added skill tree reset functionality. Very exciting. Added an option to toggle aim down sights. Wallet now shows your cred soft cap. Various festive items to get you into the holiday spirit. Move the Aphelion blueprint drop from the Matriarch to Stellamontis. Interesting. So people are struggling to get that. Everyone is fighting over the Matriarch. No longer need to fight the Matriarch. You just got to get lucky on Stellamontis. I think that's a reasonable change because it was so painful for people to get it, right? Added Raider tool customization. Interesting. Obviously, we've got cosmetics for that coming. Fixed various collision issues on maps. Improved Stellamontis spawn distant checks to address the issue of players spawning too close to each other. So that's the highlights of the patch. Let's go into the juicy details. Great stuff so far. Balance changes. The Bettina. These changes aim to make the Bettina a bit less reliant on bringing a secondary weapon. The weapon should be now a bit more competent in PvP without tipping the scales too much. Data shows that this weapon is still the highest performing PvE weapon at its rarity, not counting the Hullcracker. Yeah, I made this clear. I try to talk about this a lot. Bettina for PvE, extremely underrated, especially against the Queen and Matriarch. The durability should also feel more in line with our other assault rifles. Durability burn rate has been reduced from 0.43% to 0.17% per shot. So a Bettina 1 in the past was... Oh, here we go. Here's the stats. We don't even need to figure it out ourselves. It used to take about 12 full magazines to fully deplete durability. But now it takes 26, also accounting for an increased magazine size. The base magazine has been increased to 22 from 20, and the reload time has been reduced from 5 to 4.5. Incredible. That's great. That is really, really good. Great buff for the Bettina. Wait, the Ratula actually got a buff. Even though the Ratula isn't intended to compete with a Stitcher or Kettle at close ranges, it is receiving a minor buff to bring its PvP time to kill at lower levels a bit closer to the Stitcher and Kettle. The weapon should remain in its intended role as a more deliberate weapon, where players are expected to dip in and out of cover, fire in control bursts, and manage their reloads. However, the base magazine size has been increased from 10 to 12. All right? Stitcher now, if anyone. Hopefully. Shredder. Reduce the amount of knockback applied by weapons. Increased movement speed and turning responsiveness. Increased health of the Shredder's head to prevent cases where its head could be shot off, leading to unintended behavior. Wait, what? I didn't know that was possible. Improved Shredder navigation to reduce getting stuck on corners, narrow spaces, and short obstacles. They buffed the Shredder. Oh, God. Increase the speed at which the Shredder enters combat when taking damage and when in close proximity to players. Increase the number of parts on the Shredder that can be individually destroyed. They're making the Shredder more powerful. Oh, my goodness. Right, we just read this about the Bettina and the Ratula. We just read about the Shredder. I guess they accidentally posted that twice. Okay. Oh, that's not it, is it? Okay, there's some stuff. Achievements are now available, enabled in the Epic Store. Fix some animations. You can pause the screen there if you want to read that. Fix an issue where deployables attached to enemies could cause them to launch or clip out of bounds. Missiles no longer reverse course after passing a target and correctly track targets at different elevations. Assume that means for the Matriarch. Sentinel. Fix a bug where the Sentinel laser did not reach a targeted player over greater distances. Surveyor. Disabled vaulting onto arc surveyors to prevent unintended launches when they're moving. Okay. Fix an issue where bombardier projectiles could shoot through the Matriarch shield from the outside. Okay. Some audio fixes. Remove the unsettling mum from Speranza Cantina ambient sound. That is weird. Okay. Maps. Fix an issue with spawning logic, which could cause players who are reconnecting at the start of a session to spawn next to other players who had just joined. Okay, various collision geometry, visual effects, and texture fixtures that adjust gaps in terrain, which made players fall through the map or walk inside geometry. Stuck spots, camera clipping through walls, see-through game geometry, floating objects, textures, overlaps, etc. All right, 1 second, sorry. Security lockers now dynamically spawned across all maps instead of being statically placed. That is crazy. That is okay. Ooh. I'm sure there'll be specific spawns anyway. So we'll learn about that. You know, like the Metaforge will be on it. I'm sure they'll do a good job, the community there. Fixed radar caches not spawning during prospective probes. Okay. Fixed lootable containers and supply drops spawning inside terrain. Fixed an issue where doors could appear closed for some players despite being open. Electromagnetic storm, lightning strikes sometimes leave behind a valuable item. Ooh. What? Okay, we've got to check that out. Increase the number of possible Great Mulin spawn locations across all maps. On Dam, move the Matriarch spawn point in Dam battlegrounds to an area that better plays to our strengths. Spaceport. Adjusted the lock room protection area and container storage on Spaceport to not affect players outside the room. Blue Gate. Locked gate map condition has been added. Let's go. Bobcat blueprint. Let's go. Okay, brilliant. Adjusted map bounds in Legend Blue Gate to improve navigation. Improved tree LODs in Blue Gate to reduce overly dark visuals. Fixed the issue where loot would spawn outside the lock room in the village. Added props and visual cues to the final camp in the quest, A Fast Foothold. Okay. Increase some item and blueprint spawn rates in Stella Montis. Blueprint spawn rates have been increased in Stella Montis. Interesting. Important note here. Increased. So that's only a good thing. Some breachable containers on Stella Montis no longer drop rubber ducks when using the a little extra skill. Adjusted window glass clarity in Stella Montis to improve visibility. Okay. General crash fixes. Added skill tree reset functionality. It's 2,000 coins per skill point. That is cheap. Okay. We decided to implement a cap so that players won't be able to fully unlock new Raider decks by accumulating cred, and added more items to Shini's store to purchase using cred. Ooh. We believe that the Raider decks offer a rewarding experience to enjoy while players engage with the game, and a large cred wallet undermines the goal. We will not be removing cred that has been accumulated before the introduction. Dude, I'm rich. I have so much cred. Oh my god. What else? Oh, okay. For ranks up to Daredevil 1, leaderboards now have a 3 times promotion zone for the top 5 players. New objectives have been added for trials. Okay. Some more fixes here on screen. Skill tree. Effortless roll skill now provides greater stamina cost reduction. The calming stroll skill now applies while moving in ADS. Ooh. A slight stamina cost has been added for entering a slide. UI added an option to toggle aimed on sights. Added new cinematic graphics setting to enhance visuals for high-end PCs. Oh my god, new cinematic graphics. Okay, that's going to be fun. Codex, improved accuracy of tracking damage. Field crafted items now probably count toward player stats in the Codex. Fixed missing sound in Codex records. Added a Codex section to rewatch previously. Oh, I thought we could rewatch previous games. I got excited there. You can now rotate your character to the customization screen, add notifications to highlight recently unlocked items. Okay. Added a show, says hi tooltip. Added resource tracking for expedition stages. Raider projects now display required amounts and progress with the tracker updating during rounds. That's nice. Oh my god, there's so much stuff. Look, I'm gonna you can pause the screen if you want to read this stuff. You can pause the screen if you want to read this stuff. As we go through, there's so many changes. Oh my goodness. Okay. Joe, it just keeps on going. Keeps on going. It keeps on going. I won't go through. Oh, I want to look at trials though. Trials objectives now clearly indicate when they offer bonus conditions, such as by map conditions. Fix an issue where the trial rank icon could be missing. Added a trials pop-up that explains how rankings work and clarifies that the final rank is worldwide. Increased loot value. Oh my god. Dude, this is huge, man. Increased loot value in epic keycard rooms to better reflect their rarity. And I got rid of all my keys. Rip. Expanded blueprint spawn locations to improve availabilities in areas that were underrepresented. Blueprint spawn changes. We've seen the fellow Blueprint drop removed. Okay. Fix an issue where the deadline could do damage through walls. Keys will no longer be removed from the safe pocket when using the unload backpack. Okay, I'm just reading through this because we got to get in the game. Playing an instrument now applies the vibing status effect to nearby players. What does that mean? Fix for rubber ducks not being able to be placed in the trinket slot on an augment. Okay. Oh, wow. Light arc are now pushed back slightly when struck by melee attacks. Fix an issue where stowed weapons do not appear on the first spawn. Fix an exploit allowing players to reload energy weapon without consuming ammo. Aiming down sight now resumes if it was interrupted while the aim button is still held. Fix an exploit that allows shotguns to bypass the intended fire rate. Oh my goodness. Okay, right. Should we actually get into the game? Right, here's a quick look at what's going on in the menu. So we've got the Gathering Candleberries event. Merits automatically converted from XP. Okay, so brave the cold snap and collect candleberries to contribute to the ongoing festivities. We've got a new reward track. This is a new outfit, high-tech hiker. We've got candleberries as a new nature item. Okay, got the scanner. We'll look at the full outfit in a minute. We've got candleberries. We've got the check compass emote. Okay, cool. Some raider tokens, an orange variant, more candleberries. What's up with all these candleberries? Okay, sprite eyes red. Okay, just candleberries upon candleberries upon candleberries. That's part of the Christmas event then. Oh, a headgear option. Okay. And then white color. Oh, wait, this is a free skin. Oh, sweet. Oh, okay. And then we got the Space Wrench, the first cosmetic item for the Raider tool. I personally like the idea of Raider tool cosmetics. Yeah, and then we got the project. Candlelight. Okay, so we can contribute different things to get different rewards. Oh, so the candleberries can directly go into Raider tokens. Okay. And we can get firecrackers, a device that sparks and pops in a pleasant manner. We've got we've got fireworks in the game. Cool. New menu improvements. Let's see the store. I'm guessing nothing really new in the store yet. Okay. And then if we go to play, the Cold Snap will be available in 2 hours on Damn Battlegrounds. There's no storm to check the other stuff. One thing I want to see is the traders. Let's go to security. Ooh, look at all these items you can now buy with excess Raider tokens. Fireworks box, a remotely triggered arrangement of dazzling fireworks. Oh, you know we got to check that out.
If that malfunctions, let me know.
And also the firecrackers. All right, which you can buy an infinite amount. Okay, here we go. Fireworks time. Fireworks. Here we go. Deploy. Should we do one at once? Oh, screw it. Let's just do them all, dude. Like to live big. All right. Let's enjoy the show. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, wow. Oh, that's cool. All right. And then the firecracker. It's a firecracker. Cool. Well, that's the update. Come and watch me live if you want to see the Cold Snap actual event itself, the game. And I'll see you all in the comments. Cheerio.